really just as recent as Michael Penix. I mean, that dude, I met him very briefly, but for him to deal with those amount of, season-ending injuries and then still get drafted how he did, and then where he's at right now, it definitely gives you hope that, guys can get hurt and still do it.
Is the NFL the goal for you next season?
Yeah, but I'm not really focused on that right now. I got plenty to worry about. I'm getting back in the swing of things and finding my groove again. So that's further down the road.
What drove you to come back when you went through that twice?
I mean, I didn't want to end my career or to call it quits after that. I mean, I've dealt with my fair share of adversity, and the last thing I would want to do would be to quit on this team and to, not give them everything I got.
Are you close to 100% now? Are you 100%?
Yeah, I mean, I've been 100% for a few months now. I think now it's just about making things feel more natural for me, and I'm not really thinking about it on the field right now. I'm just thinking about, playing quarterback, which feels very good.
Is that part of you haven't had a lot of game experience in those years because you've been injured? Is that getting back to speed and the rhythm?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of things. It's, throwing with the guys in your face. It's throwing with, into tighter windows. I mean, it's all kinds of different stuff on the amount of reps that I'll miss from missing basically 2 years of football. And I think, not that I don't have it in me. I think it's just more of just those reps and seeing things for the first time again, and with different play actions, being able to see the secondary at different times. And I think there's only a limit to what you can do in the film room and what you can do watching. It's once you actually have the ball in your hands and you're the one in command is when those are the most realistic reps, and those are the reps that I need.
And you've talked about the relationship you have with Tim, but now that you've kind of gotten on the practice field with him, you're going through the reps physically and getting the chance to be coached by him. I mean, how would you kind of assess his coaching style, and is that kind of chemistry that you guys developed in the spring and summer kind of translated to fall camp?
Yeah, I think so, and I think we're able to communicate very well as to, maybe some adjustments or, I think the communication overall has been great, and I think, especially when it comes to the film room, I think we're already anticipating, what we need to improve on and what we need to discuss. And I think, he's definitely helped me get better over the last couple of weeks.
Doing something on Cade and what do you see from him as a wide receiver?
I see speed. I mean, he's a very positive dude. I've gotten to know him pretty well over the last year or so, and I'm just super excited for him. I mean, last year he didn't really have much contribution on the offensive side of the ball. We relied on him so much in special teams, but I think he's found his groove at wide receiver this year, and I just can't wait to see what he does.
In your year and a half here, can you just describe what it means to play for Coach Ferentz and be a Hawkeye?
Yeah, I think I'm very prideful, and I'm very happy that I'm here and that I am a Hawkeye, and I think what it means to me to play for Coach Ferentz, it's for me it's humbling. I mean, to be around someone who's been around football and has, been the head coach here for so long, and see the amount of respect he gets from everyone, it's true inspiration.
I know a lot of, maybe kind of a random question, I know a lot of guys have talked to Jordan Montgomery. I think you were just on his podcast.
Yeah.
I think he released yesterday or something like that. I guess how has maybe Jordan or some other guys in that circle just kind of helped keep you in alignment on your end of the day goals, and for you coming back and through the injury and everything like that?
Yeah, I mean, guys like Jordan, guys like Bobby Thompson, there's a group of guys that they don't really care about who I am as a football player, and I think that's what means the most to me. And that's those guys have truly, I've added them to my circle, honestly, and through an injury you realize who are your closest friends, and when people are there with you when you're dealing with adversity, it means something, and it means a lot to me. And Jordan was one of those guys over the course of the last year that I've relied on for, communication and inspiration and motivation. And I loved going on that podcast with him. That was actually a few weeks ago before camp, but I think it just got released, and I couldn't say enough good things about that dude and the way he's, treated me and the way that, we've interacted.
How hungry are you, given the obviously lack of the amount of time that you've been able to really actually even play here? Just how hungry are you to get out there and play?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty eager to go out there and play some football, honestly. And I think, being off the field for so long, it's just this is where I'm supposed to be. And I think, that's a good feeling that, sometimes, I've been hurt for almost 2 years, so I'm just really excited, and I'm just really thankful for the opportunity to just, be back in it.